is the route right here. See where these people are standing? Where that X is on the ground. This is the route that President Kennedy took when he got shot. That's the grassy knoll right up there. Right up there. It's the famous grassy knoll. And the book depositories over there. Hello everyone, Greg here. Today I'm in Dallas, Texas at Dealey Plaza, where President Kennedy was shot in 1963. I just wanted to come here and pay my respects, kind of get a feel for the area, and to kind of get a better understanding of what happened on that day. So let's go take a look. First and most obvious thing to me is the X in the middle of the road. It's kind of strange though that there's 3 X's, so they're not exactly sure where it happened anymore. And then
good afternoon, good evening, good day. My name is French Shapiro, and welcome to my channel. November 22nd, 2024, 2:57 p.m. Friday, happy Friday. Let's say it together. Praise our wonderful God from whom all blessings flow. Thank you, Jesus, for another day. Today, 11/22. This is the day. Back in the day, JFK was shot to death. Dallas, Texas. They call this the grassy knoll. The grassy knoll. And yeah, why are there 3 X's? We know that the 24th letter of the alphabet is X. And we know in Roman numerals, X is 10. But why 3 X's? XXX. People, in this video, I want to just cover JFK, pay respects, and show you what I believe there is a higher power that is connecting Donald Trump to him. Yes, I believe the fallen angels have worked together with the bloodline to mysteriously somehow connect JFK to Donald J. Trump. I'm not the only one who believes that, but since this is the day that he died, thought I'd do a video on it. Let's proceed.
On November 22, 1963, U.S. President John F. Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas, Texas, a tragic event that sent shockwaves across the United States and the world. Kennedy, serving as the 35th president, was in Texas to mend political rifts within the Democratic Party ahead of the 1964 presidential election. His trip included visits to San Antonio, Houston, and Fort Worth, culminating in a motorcade procession through the streets of Dallas on that fateful day. As the presidential motorcade traveled through Dealey Plaza, thousands of spectators gathered to catch a glimpse of the charismatic leader. Riding in an open-top 1961 Lincoln Continental limousine, Kennedy was accompanied by First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy, Texas Governor John Connally, and Connally's wife, Nellie. At approximately 12:30 p.m. CST, 3 shots rang out. Kennedy was...
And yes, 3 shots rang out. His wife was given red roses. All through her trip that day, she had been receiving canary, that is yellow roses. And the question has been, why when she got to the airport, she received red roses? It's deep. And then the one that was in the car with him was John Colony and his wife. If I'm not mistaken, she's the one that gave him the roses. A lot of controversy in that. I'm just going to do some numbers. If you have some comments, put them in there. Walter Cronkite, the reporter, one of the reporters that broke the story that day.
There. This now famous announcement. From Dallas, Texas, the flash, apparently official, President Kennedy died at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, some 38 minutes ago. Vice President Lyndon Johnson has left the hospital in Dallas, but we do not know to where he has proceeded. Presumably, he will be taking the oath of office shortly and become the 36th President of the United States.
It's deep, y'all. It's deep.
States is dead.
Wow. Man. Anybody remember that day? I was 5 years old. I was 5 years old. Wow. I remember seeing the funeral procession on TV, and even Dr. King's funeral procession and Bobby Kennedy's. That was a transforming moment for America. And it's going to happen again, and it's going to happen soon. Somebody's going to be unalived to break and take our spirit. It's all in the plan. It's deep, y'all. Grassy Knoll, that area, people were in the grass watching the motorcade down Delaney Plaza. Delaney is a park in Dallas, Texas. Park. You guys know I did this on my old channel. I used to break down Park back in the day because George Floyd died on 36th and Park. Interesting. Grassy Knoll comes out to 45. Well, who's the 45th president now? Yeah, Trump. And 63 is like 3 sixes, 666. Interesting. Now, you see this here? Jamie Foxx, the comedian, was involved when he had his show, the Jimmy Foxx show. He had a show called Taps for the Royals. And that aired on January 14th of 1999. I connected this to Prince Charles back in the day. You guys might remember. It's a deep video. It's real deep. But today, when I was doing the research, I wind up seeing readings and videos saying that many Americans believe that the Kennedys are America's royalty. I'm like, okay, let me check the numbers. Interesting. Now, you guys remember Jimmy Foxx? You know, he had his situation not too long ago. Here's Jamie Foxx. Had his own show, Jimmy Foxx Show. You guys might remember that. Okay. There he is. See the fingers though, right? Right? It was called Taps for the Royals. January 14th, 1999. So let's see where we at now. If we take January 14th, 1999, subtract it from 11/22 of 1999, and just make it the same year, because this is the date that JFK died. The difference, people, is 44 weeks and 4 days, like that Barack Obama piece that Jay-Z has on his head. But what was interesting was this. 312 days separate between the show Taps for the Royals, Jimmy Foxx, and the anniversary of the day that JFK died. 312 days. Why is that important? Well, history does speak. Trump just won 312. Is that coincidence? Look at all this already. 312. And here we have Grassy Knolls, 45. That's 2 connections already, mysteriously, right? Okay, check this out. He went to, when he died, when President John F. Kennedy was assassinated, he was taken to Parkland Memorial Hospital in Dallas, Texas, where he was pronounced dead. Okay? Now, we look it up. Park comes out to 46. Is it coincidence that Joe Biden is now the 46th president? And I'm going to show you something else that's going to relate to number 46. 46 also means chaos, like I've showed you guys before, or DEATH. Why is 46 important? JFK, listen, JFK, George Floyd, George Orwell, and Joe Biden's son, all became unalive at 46 in relation to Park. Will this come back up? Will this scenario come back up this year or next year in relation to somebody who just got elected? It's deep. It's deep. That's why I'm breaking it down now. Now check this out. Harry Hines is the street that the hospital that they took JFK to. Harry Hines. Harry Hines. Now, let's look at something. Harry Hines comes out to 62 in reduction. 62 in reduction. The 62nd day of the year is March 3rd, like 3-3, Masonic, like Mason. But check this out. John Connolly was in the car with JFK at the time. John Connolly. Was he not the one driving, if I'm not mistaken? John Connolly? Okay, let's look. His birthday is February 27th. February 27th, 1917. February 27th. You take February 27th and make it 1964 versus 11/22 of 1963, the exact day that Kennedy died. The difference is 97 days. I took the closest year to it. 1963, 1964, February happens. The difference is 97 days. So his birthday versus that, 97 days. The 97th day of the year, people, is April 7th, another 4-7. It's deep. I'm not saying, I'm just putting the numbers together to what you think at the end. John Kennedy. Again, condolences to the family. November 22nd, 1963. But he was born May 29th, 1917. Put this together. This happened in Dallas. Dallas became part of the United States, part of the Union, December 29th, 1845. December 29th. Take December 29th, 1962, because you make it close enough to what? The death date of JFK, which was 11/22. The difference is 47 weeks, people. Come on, man. Ain't that deep? The anniversary that year preceding JFK's death, the anniversary of Dallas, 47 weeks later, the death date after the anniversary of the birthday of Dallas, exactly 47 weeks. Not 47 weeks in a day, but exactly 47 weeks later, JFK met his demise, and Trump is the 47th president. How can that be? But look at this here. 11/22, 1963, the day of the incident, versus today, 11/22, 1964. 11/22/24. So today's date with the right year versus the day of the assassination, 11/22, 1963. The difference is 2/2/2/81. Remember I told you we had the 46 earlier, and Biden is the 46th president, coincidentally? Well, Biden was 81 years old, wasn't he? Now he's 82. But the 2/2/2 comes out to what? That's that nefarious situation we've been talking about. There's your 2/2/2. The Antichrist system, so on and so forth. Right? Look at that. And look at that. Trump's 222. Interesting. Okay, now watch this here. You know what happened this day in Butler, Pennsylvania, July 13th of this year, right? You know what happened? So you take July 13th of 2024, the day, the incident with Trump's ear, versus the day that JFK was born. His anniversary is May 29th, 2024. The difference between JFK's birthday, the anniversary of 2024, versus the Butler incident with Trump's ear, the difference is 45 days, people. Come on, man. You know Trump is the 45th president. This is in the metaphysical realm, people. Took a few hours to get this together, working on this since last night, getting ready for this anniversary. And this is the day that the archives, November 11th, 1963. That's when JFK went to Arlington National Cemetery to put a wreath at the unknown soldier. 9/11, 1963. Then 11 days later, he met his demise. Ain't that deep? I say it's deep, y'all. Now let's look at this. 9/11, 1963, that day. Subtracted from 7/13/2024, Butler, Pennsylvania, the ear of Donald Trump. Look at that. Unbelievable. 222. Then look at this here. John Kennedy Trump comes out to 78. And Trump is 78 years old. And also comes out to 75. And what is 75? The 75th day of the year comes out to 316. I told y'all it's going to keep coming up. John 3:16, hallelujah, Jesus sacrificed. They are building Trump up as a sacrificial lamb, similar to Jesus. That's what they're doing. So 3:16, March 16th, is that coincidence that these numbers would come out like this? Isn't that something? John Kennedy Trump, put it together. And look at this here. Trump's mother's name is Mary Ann Malloy Trump. Mary, literal, Mary. Trump's dad's name is Frederick Christ Trump. You mean to tell me Trump's dad's middle name is Christ and his mother's name is Mary? Yes, just like the biblical story. Just like the biblical story. So, you wonder why we got 316? It's deep, y'all. And then what is Trump going to have to deal with when he gets into the office? He's going to have to face these. President John F. Kennedy faced the Cuban Missile Crisis back in the day. Well, you know what Trump's going to have to deal with, right? People, my name is Friendship Pearson. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing to my new channel. It's called Friendship's Gift. Those of you all who haven't, go here and please subscribe. I was too tired to do anything last night, but please subscribe. I'll put it in the chat. I'll put it in the description. Go to Friendship's Gift and subscribe. Trying to build that channel up, make it my back channel. Just go here. You can watch a few videos. And then I also have short videos as well. Something is going to be going down similar to this situation. It won't be long. That's right, Mr. President. He's going to be unalived, is what I'm trying to say. Trump will be unalived. They're going to do that to take all the spirit and the air out of our hearts and minds. It will be a reenactment of JFK. I have so much information. Believe it or not, JFK, he's buried at Arlington National Cemetery. And 11 days later, well, he spoke at Arlington National Cemetery on 9/11. And 11 days later, he met his demise. And he's buried at Arlington National Cemetery, Lot 45. And Trump is the 45th president. Look at all these connections. The question is, what would Trump be? Who would do it? It's going to be all over the place, people. They're going to have probably 8 to 10 different versions like they did with this guy. And then somebody else would take his place. The question is, who will be Speaker of the House? Put in the comment section. Will it be Mike Johnson to be the Speaker of the House? That's the way the transition goes. The powers have a plan to change the atmosphere of this country. That's why you see the buildup just before Christmas, just like Christ. It's so deep. It's so deep, which means Jesus got to be coming soon, because the story is playing out similar is what I'm saying. I want to make it as simple as possible to tell you what's really going on. God bless you. I love you. Please subscribe. Make sure you're subscribed every day, okay? Have a good evening. Bye-bye.